Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. Such a pleasure to speak to you. So, one of the things that really struck me watching this was it just felt really nostalgic for a period of time. And how do you think things have changed since then? And do you look back with nostalgia at that period?
I mean, things have changed a lot, but a lot remains the same. If we talk about clubs and music, then a lot of the bands are still around about. I mean, a lot of the bands, the Libertines, were extremely influential, like the Strokes, and a lot of the current new wave of guitar bands are influenced by them, the same as dance music, which a lot of it was played in XFM. I mean, a lot of it is still relevant, or they were influenced by them, or they still play, So the good thing about dance or music in general is that it's not age specific, So I think parts of it are relevant even now,
The other thing that really struck me is like kind of how grassroots it all felt, both in terms of the radio station, but also bringing different bands on air, people like Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant kind of trying out the material before then making series like The Office. So it feels like maybe that couldn't happen as much now.
Yeah, it probably couldn't, and that would certainly come. I mean, I know it wasn't a pirate radio station, but certainly they said it felt like a pirate radio station, and when you listen to it, it sounded like a pirate radio station. But London has got a long-standing tradition of pirate radio, and I mean, Kiss FM came out of London, coming from a illegal pirate radio station, and I think it was 1990. I could see it. Would it get away with it today? No, probably not.
Do the kids nowadays know how to party as well as you guys did back in the day?
Yeah, they have their moments, but I don't know. I mean, you can't say. It's difficult to say it was better back in the day, but it's like anything. If you were there for the first punk gig, everything else is going to be. But if you were there at the first start of house music or rave, obviously that. But listen, I still DJ, and the clubs are amazing now still as well,
And what do you hope people take away from watching the documentary? And, what do you want out of tonight? Seems like it's going to be an incredible evening, bringing all these people together.
Music's important, man. Do you know what I mean? When you were sitting in your living room wishing, what were you wishing when you were sitting in your living room? You were wishing that you could go to a bar, a club or whatever, you listen to music with your friends. That's how important it is. I mean, it is everything. I mean, I think it was pretty unique. I mean, I can remember like Fatboy Slim. I mean, Fatboy Slim's so big now, but I can remember like Brimful of Asher getting played, relentlessly on XFM. And he championed they championed like Underworld. I mean, I'm talking from a dance music perspective, but also bands like the Strokes and bands like the Libertines. So maybe that seeped into modern culture, but I think it was unique. And I'm a member of the Acid Ultras, which are featured in the film, one of our tracks. I actually moved down to London. I worked for a year when I think it was about 2004, and I remember in the office, people, XFM was the station everyone tuned into, and it was completely different from anything that was out at the time. Back then, maybe the Chemical Brothers, Fatboy Slim and such like, plus a lot of indie stuff. So yeah, it was an important station. Well, I mean, a lot of the bands are still going, but it was a sort of special time. I guess, I mean, particularly London, maybe London it's changed for the better or worse, but it was certainly a time that London was kind of changing, and it was maybe a soundtrack for that. It's the sound of a different synth, but it doesn't differentiate. They all come together. Like if you go to a club just now and you face a DJ, then that's what influenced it. House and acid house, going to raves. I mean, it's exactly the same now. The sort of setup, because in the song we say Hitman and her, all fake fur, no trainers, no jeans, not our scene. And that was because back then, if you didn't wear dress shoes and a shirt, you weren't allowed in. But we didn't. We wore trainers, jeans, and we were more sort of casual dressed. And then the DJ became important. The DJ was sort of second. Nobody was interested in the DJ, do you know what I mean? But then with acid house music, everybody faced the DJ. So, I mean, you still go into any club now and it's exactly the same.